Graduated Georgia in 2018.
For 16 years now, I've been in ministry at some capacity.
Became a travel nurse, and that's how I ended up here in Atlanta.
For me, seminary was never on my radar.
The moment that I realized he was calling me to this, seminary was an immediate thought of, okay, if I'm going to do this, let's look into seminary.
I didn't know this was an option for me, that I could go and get this type of knowledge and information to help me understand the Word more.
Well, if I want to love people best and be most effective to people and have something to say to somebody that actually needs to hear about Jesus, then why would I not do anything I can to prepare myself to do that and to reach that person and love that person and actually know what to say? It makes a lot of sense for me to do seminary, you know.
There's a lot of people that come in from other churches and states, and I mean, in every walk of life you can think of. There's doctors and engineers and people in IT, and then there's pastors and there's nurses.
It's only a 2-hour drive. You know, to me, it's a no-brainer. It's like, I can do this. It's very manageable, even for someone who has a family.
Like, I don't want to just learn a lot. You know, there's that scripture that says, like, knowledge puffs up, but love builds up. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to be a person that's marked by just knowing a lot and needing to be right and proving things to people. I want to be somebody that just loves people. I was like, okay, if I go to seminary, I can't love people well because I'm going to puff myself up with knowledge. And like, I came here and just realized, and that's not true, and got to see a lot of people that do it really, really well, that love people better than I do. It's
a great group of people, and then you have just this wisdom and knowledge of this professor just totally unleashing and letting you have access to everything that they know, and there's a freedom to ask questions. Every professor cares about you as a person and cares about your walk, and so it's not about marking things off of a list.
Not that I was like struggling with like my salvation or anything, but I walked away like, there are things that I can cling to despite how I'm feeling or my circumstances or what my like brain or emotions is telling me that I know are true no matter how I feel about it. And seminary points me to those things. And
so it just causes you to think more, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just come back to your core basic theology and beliefs about things, but this pushes you to do that. I'm a nurse, and that is what I love to do, but I get to walk into rooms and be with patients and families and take care of these kids. It's not like I have these grand dreams of being on a stage teaching or anything like that, but if I can pray for a family and bring them before the throne, or if I can write a devotional that's going to help somebody in the season that they're in, whether it is published or not, it doesn't matter. If it's going to help them and bless them, then that's exactly what this program is for.
We're so thankful for an opportunity that combines like hands-on, I'm rolling up my sleeves and getting dirty ministry experience with learning theology, which is just seeing God more beautifully and understanding who He is. Like, the combination of those two things, like, what more could you want?
Just do it. Just try one class, and if you need to know which class to start with, I will tell you. It changes everything. It's been the best work I've ever done.
There's just no end to what God can do when you're willing to step into what He's calling you to do, into that next chapter, and take on the challenge.